The British are coming. The British are coming. The Great Portsmouth 375th Anniversary Grand Celebration will be around Labor Day weekend, so plan to avoid the traffic and stay home in Portsmouth to join in the fun. Honored guests will be the Lord Mayor of Portsmouth, England, and the mayors of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Virginia, arriving for a reception at Portsmouth's Glen Manor House on Thursday, August 29th. The public is invited, but tickets will be limited. A wine tasting reception is on the schedule for Friday afternoon at Greenvale Vineyards, where guests can sample the special release of Portsmouth 375th label wine commissioned by the vineyard especially for our celebration year. Saturday brings the 375th Grand Parade in the morning and the U.S. polo team going up against the United Kingdom at the Glen International Polo Grounds in the afternoon. Sunday is the 375th Portsmouth Family Picnic at Portsmouth's Glen Park. For more information, go to portsmouthri375.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Smith. Welcome to Portsmouth this week. We're filming today at the Portuguese American Club where they're hosting our clam boil. And I got to tell you, the food's excellent. Hi, everybody. My name's Doug Smith, and I'd like to thank you all for coming to the 375th Anniversary Portuguese American Club clam boil and supporting both the Portuguese American Club and the 375th effort going forward. I'm the chairman of the 375th Steering Committee, and as you probably know, we've got a million events going on. It seems like we've got too many balls in the air for any human being to take care of by myself. So luckily I've got a gigantic steering committee to help me take care of that stuff. One of the things though that we're going to be doing, it's okay, come on, you have privileges, you have that Frisbee, right? One of the things we're going to be doing is on the weekend preceding Labor Day. It's going to start on Thursday, the 29th of August. And you may know already from watching the press and other things that we have some visitors coming from abroad. We have the Lord Mayor of Portsmouth, England, and we also have the mayors of Portsmouth, Virginia, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire coming up to visit us. So we have kind of 6 VIP visitors. And then we've got several other folks just coming up kind of on their own. But we're going to do a kind of a big thing around that weekend. It starts on the 29th, which is a Thursday. We're having a kind of a open reception at the Glen Manor House. We're going to be selling tickets. It's kind of a fundraising thing for us. It's going to be $25 a ticket, and all we can sell are 200 tickets because that's all the place will hold. But it'll be a great opportunity to come down, meet these folks who are coming all the way from Portsmouth, England, and you'll love these people. I have to say, you may know that 7 of us went over there on a trip to Portsmouth. These people treated us like we were family. And so I think what I hope we can do here is to reciprocate and treat them in the same way. And I think we can do this. So I'd like to invite everybody who is interested at all in Portsmouth and in meeting some of these folks to come down, get a ticket, $25. I think it's going to be worth it. And you'll get a chance to meet and mingle with some of these visitors from abroad. That's on Thursday night. Friday night, we have another one. It's going to be, we have our own vineyard. This is really cool, I think. The 375th has its own vineyard. It's Greenvale Vineyard down there. And if you guys haven't been there, I was wondering what I could point people to when they drive through Portsmouth to go to Newport. Well, now I know. Whoops. I'll turn this thing over here. Greenvale Vineyards. They're going to have a wine tasting event down there. It's going to have wine tasting of including our 375th wine. Come on, is this cool or what? We have our own wine. And again, you'll be able to meet and mingle with some of these visitors from abroad and from other states. On Saturday, we have another major event. It's going to be our parade. This is going to be our 375th parade. It's going to follow the same general parade route that you probably know. It goes down from the high school, goes down around the library, and comes back up. Where's George? Our parade chairman, George Wardwell, is trying to put that together. One of the things I'd like to ask you guys, if you're interested in all in helping out with some of these things, we need people. When I said I have a gigantic committee, it's really not that gigantic. It's probably 20 hardcore people that are trying to keep all these balls in the air. And if you just like to volunteer for one thing, you'll have plenty of opportunities to do that, one of them being the parade. And if you go on our website, you can see George's name and just click on his thing and send him an email and sign up for something. Following the parade will be from 10 to 12. We're going to have a little cannon firing event down at the Bristol Ferry Town Common, kind of to remind our visitors from England what the Brits did during the Revolutionary War period when they owned the island. And then in the afternoon, there's going to be a polo game, and we got kind of a VIP seating arranged for the polo game because it's the U.S. versus the U.K. So it should be really cool down at the polo field. Okay, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, we're having the Portsmouth Family Day picnic down at Glen Park. It's going to be a lot of fun and games geared towards families and kids. We're going to have a couple bands, I think, going on at different times. I promise you a real treat. You're going to have Bob Hamilton showing you how to do a square dance. And I can guarantee that he will wear a string tie. Now, when he went to England with us, and I told him, I said, you got to swear you're not going to wear a string tie to England. So I don't think he did. If he did, he kept it in his suitcase. Anyway, but it'll be a nice, fun family event. And then by that time, the day after that, most of our guests are leaving. They're leaving at different times. But again, that's kind of the key focus of what we're doing going forward. There are many events coming up immediately this week, this next coming week. 27th, Thursday night, free concert, Abbey Road concert, over at Atria, right across from Clements. If you guys have been in there before, you know they have this nice bandstand in the middle of their parking area. It's going to be a really kind of cool event. Bring a chair, sit there and listen to some really good music from a local band. There's also, I've got some flyers somewhere. You can pick one up. It tells you what the rest of the events are for the rest of the month up until sort of the end of July. Well, we've got a lot of events, and I'm delighted to see support from some of our notable folks here in town. I just want to mention a few. Senator Chris Adiano, who just left, he had to go to another event, but also Representative Dennis Canario. Where's Dennis? Thank you for coming, Dennis. Town Council Member Molly McGee. Molly's a big supporter of ours. We deeply appreciate it. I have Andrew Kelly from the Portsmouth School Committee, again, one of our big supporters, and also Judy Stavens, who was here a minute ago. Where is she? Oh, there she is down there. Thanks, Judy, for coming and supporting us. I appreciate that. I also want to thank Lenny Sylvia and the Portuguese American Club for working with us on this thing. This has been really great. I love the chowder. I can't wait to see the clam boil part a little bit later on. And I'd like to thank also Deborah and Joan and Emil and the rest of the folks who helped serve the food. These are part of my 375th committee. These are the guys that do all the work. So thank you very much. Now, a couple things. You guys know that every year Louis Escobar does fireworks, okay? For over 25 years, this guy's been doing these fireworks. Every year he kind of ups the ante and pays a little bit more himself. This year we thought that we asked him if he would do a little bit extra for the 375th, and he agreed. And so what we did is we took some of the funds that we're raising through events like this and other things, selling our shirts, selling Frisbees, etc. We gave him $1,000 to make it a little bit better this year, you know, in honor of the 375th. I've also got a milk can here. There are two of these milk cans, specially designed by videographer Rich Stolipsky, who's over there videoing all this. It's really cool. It's even got a lock on it, which is neat. Not that we don't trust anybody, but this is a way for everybody in town to put $1 or put something in here to show your support for Louis, for doing this thing for over 25 years. I talked to him and I said, you know, I don't expect we're going to raise a lot of money this way. What I do expect is I want people in Portsmouth to take ownership of this event that you do every year. I want people in Portsmouth to say, thank you, Louis, for doing this year in and year out at your own expense. So if you guys could throw a couple bucks in when you leave, that'd be deeply appreciated. Just a couple other things. There's another way here. Where's Lori? Are you ready to rock and roll? Okay. This is for those of you who are gamblers, and I see a lot of them out there. Judy, I see you looking. This is going to be a 50-50 raffle. $1 per ticket, 5 for $3, and the drawing.
No.
Whoops. What?
6 for 5. That was
6 for 5. Excuse me. Bob was making it too easy here. 6 for $5. And what you do is you buy these things, and then she'll have the raffle, and essentially, I guess what'll happen is what? You get half of the pot. Is that right?
Yep.
50% of the pot. So I'd like to, again, encourage you guys. One of the things we need to do here in Portsmouth is we need to come together as a community. You know, and the whole purpose of our fundraising and everything is, one, to do events. But the second part is to set up a room in the Portsmouth Library so that people can study Portsmouth history. We have so much stuff out there. People have photographs, old documents, all this kind of stuff. We need to put it all in one place where future scholars can access it. And that's what the purpose of our fundraising thing is. So please come out, enjoy our events, throw a few bucks our way. If you'd like to, volunteer. God knows we need volunteers. We need boots on the ground. I'm sure Deborah needs it she's the one that's going to be doing the Family Day picnic. She could use some help. So please come forward and let's make this a community effort. Thanks very much for coming, guys. Okay, I'm here with Lenny Silva. Lenny, are you the president of the Portuguese American Club? Or?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you're the one that's been responsible for all the cooking and everything in the background then, right?
Yes.
I got to tell you, your clam chowder was to die for, so it was really great.
Well, thank you very much.
Now, what do you guys do? What kind of events do you guys have during the year?
We have several functions, but our big function is going to be in 3 weeks, the St. Anthony's Feast.
Okay.
That's the largest function we have. We do fundraisers. We do hall rentals. Most of the time, we may do just a couple of fundraisers a year, or, try to help out the community.
Okay, so what is available during the St. Anthony's Feast?
St. Anthony's Feast, biggest thing that's available is our charisse. We're famous for our charisse and pepper sandwiches.
You're kidding?
No, they're the best you can get anywhere.
All right, I'll be down. That sounds great.
I hope so.
I want to thank you. Your facility's great. Willie at the bar is great.
Well, that's good to hear.
And I think your cooks are the best going here.
Well, we got to give credit to Kevin Sylvia. He's the vice president of the club. Okay. He's the one that made the chowder.
Okay, well, tell him he's doing a great job.
He did a great job.
Thank you very much for working with us on this thing.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here.
Appreciate it.
Glad to help out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here now with our float expert, Joan Eileen, who's been the driving force behind our float, which is going to go in the Bristol Parade. She's been working with a local Girl Scout troop. What troops were they?
790.
790. Okay.
Troop 790.
And they've come up with a beautiful birthday cake float. Can you tell me a little bit about how this project evolved and how you decided on that design and what you had to do to get through?
Well, it's our birthday, so birthday cake was fitting. It was all built out of wood. It was all, the whole thing was done over in chicken wire and paper mache, and the Girl Scouts created all the design for the outside. We have stars and we have ribbons and
yeah, I saw it. In fact, I took some pictures of it the other day. It's inside Park Place in the storage area right now, which is you need to. It's really great. I know several people spent a couple hours down there ripping newspapers up to try to get paper mache. It's not quite as easy as people seem to think.
No,
it is.
isn't. And it's very messy.
Yeah, and I have to thank you for coordinating this thing because I know it was a major effort. You guys think you're ready for the Bristol 4th of July parade?
We'll be ready. Yes.
Okay. Well, it's all on you. You did a great job, and you're the one that's masterminding this whole thing. I think people need to know that this was not a spontaneous thing. This came from this lady, and she's done a great job. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. With me now is George Wardwell. George is our parade chairman for the 375th committee. George, this is a major undertaking. How many parades have you done before in your life?
I have done 0. I have not organized a parade in my life.
Are you impressed with how hard it is?
I'm absolutely stunned. I'm taken back by it. I have to give credit to the people that have been doing the parades forever and ever. They do a marvelous job to keep the community and smiling in the parades.
Yeah. Well, I think George has done an amazing job so far, keeping all these balls in the air. So how does the parade shaping up? I mean, what does it look like? Can we still use more people? Can people still come in and sign up to be in the parade?
The deadline for the parade application has been extended to 15 July. The receipts are coming in. The applications are coming in. We have a variety of different people interested in joining the parade. We have a couple of marching units, including the Portuguese American Club. I just found out today they're going to enter a parade and a marching unit and a float.
That's great.
So we have been getting some good response out of people, and we would encourage you to contact the parade committee as soon as you can so that we can identify where you're going to be lined up in the parade.
Okay. Our parade, of course, is on the 31st of August. 31st of August, it's a Saturday from 10 to 12 in the morning. And we're hoping to see a lot of dignitaries there, perhaps Linda Fenn, who we've also had in the program here, Chris Adiano and some others, as well as our town council and the school committee marching in this thing. Hopefully we'll get a few antique cars, classic cars. We seem to have a lot of those in Portsmouth specifically. And I understand we're going to end up with the, I guess you could say, nationally famous Portsmouth High School marching band at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of the high school bands, they won't even be back in school, and they've offered to come down and participate in the parade with their marching band. So we give them credit. One thing I would like to plug is the American Legion Post 18 here in Portsmouth. Not only are we a heavy contributor to the parade and the overall 375th celebration, but myself, growing up, the American Legion was actually responsible for a lot of the parades that were organized in the little communities. Therefore, the Legion here in Portsmouth, they do an awful lot throughout the community, and it's our extreme pleasure to be involved with the preparation and organizing of the parade.
Yeah, I have to echo that. You guys, Kristen Hayward and the rest of these folks have been absolutely fantastic. I have to tell you, though, George, as a veteran myself, I was delighted when I could get veterans on my side to do this because I know it'll be done well. So keep up the good work there. By the way, you need volunteers probably.
We can use volunteers. Parade day especially, we're going to have a multitude of people along the parade route, at the staging area, in the high school. We'll need some volunteers to help place the participants and make sure they get lined up accurately. So yes, by all means, if we can get a lot of volunteers, let me know and we'll put you someplace.
Okay, so they can contact you and go through the website or?
Yep.
Okay, sounds great. Well, thanks, George. We're looking forward to a great parade. Okay, hi, I'm here with Deborah Correa. Deborah's the chair of our Portsmouth Family Picnic Committee, and she's the one that's been working on putting this whole thing together. This is a final day of our long weekend. So, Deborah, what do you generally have planned for this weekend?
Well, the kickoff will be at noon. We will start with the national anthem, and we will have the Bluegrass Band, Four Bridges, playing for us for the day. Included will be kids' games. The Portsmouth Fire Department will be having a demonstration a few times to show the kids stop, drop, and roll, along as answering questions from the public. We will have, I am looking into right now, the state police having their K-9 unit coming to give a demonstration. That is in the works at the moment.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I realize this whole thing is a work in progress.
It is.
Yeah. And then what about food? What kind of food stuff do you have going
We will
on?
have Cabral's Chicken. We will be selling tickets. Those probably will start. We'll start selling tickets around August 1st or so. Those dinners will be served from 1 to 3. People that were not able to buy tickets or would like a little extra food later in the day after 3 o'clock, we will have food vendors coming in. So we want to help support our local businesses, which most of our vendors will be.
Okay. I can see already though that you'll need a lot of volunteers to help you do this thing.
Sir.
So I mean, can you give me any kind of like a number? I mean, what do you need? Like maybe 30 people or so to kind of help you do this?
We will take any amount of people. There will always be a need, whether it's helping to, serve some food, pick up, spotting, mentoring for the games. We will have the bouncy house. We're looking to have a dunk tank for more of the adults.
Hope you're not looking for me to go in there.
You are the first
too
name
old for
on
this
the
stuff.
list. As long as maybe some of our town council, some
There you go,
teachers, anybody, the kids are getting ready
Yeah, I'd
to
be
go
happy
back
to
to
throw
school.
the first ball on those.
You got it.
Okay.
So also, main thing, we are looking for volunteers to help make some games because we are working on fundraising. We're trying to keep our costs down. And we do have people volunteering to make some, whether it's a piece of plywood with the hole cut out and a background so people can stick their faces in there and get their picture taken. Any support, anything somebody would like to offer,
Okay, that's great.
we'll be there.
Now, if people want to find out how they can get involved or connect up with us, presumably they can go to our website and then contact you or something? Or?
Yes, they may. If we can put my information on there, but if you just click onto the PortsmouthRI375.com, go to our website. Our P.O. box is not there. We can put our phone numbers on there.
Yeah.
You can go to the library. I'll leave some cards there.
Plenty of ways to get in touch with us.
Got it. We're making it easy for our public. So.
Okay, well, that's great. Thank you very much, Deborah. I look forward to that day. Thank you. Okay, I'm here with Linda Finn, who just came in. We've already had the clam chowder, but I got to tell you, it's great. I'm hoping you can get some.
I know. I hope
left
so.
in there.
That's what I came for.
And the stuffies are good too. And then I guess the big thing is going to be the clam boil itself. Have you been to these things here before?
I came last year, and it was really good. And when I was a kid, my grandfather used to have them over in Bristol, so we used to. So I love all this.
Yeah,
This is
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to say that Linda's been kind enough to come on our program a couple of times now, and she's one of our favorite guests because she tells it like it is, and we can learn a lot from you. What do you think the chances are for the bridge toll thing?
We are just going to go down to the wire. We may have enough votes for it not to pass the budget, and if we can hold up the budget, we will be able to make a difference.
Well,
and
I'd like to encourage all you guys to keep your nose to the grindstone on that one because that's a major issue for everybody.
Well, and
here.
I think we've got that issue, and then we also have the 38 studios, and there's just a lot of people that really feel like we shouldn't pay those bonds either. So there's quite a few people that are pretty upset with the whole budget in general. So we might have a shot at it. And
I understand what you're saying. I guess I think that the toll thing is kind of outweighs almost everything else because there are long-term implications for that, as you know.
Right, and I can't understand why they're going to give the liquor store in the liquor stores a $23 million tax break. So it's going to cost the state $23 million by not charging sales tax on their, wine and liquor that they've been doing all along. And yet they're going to force us to pay higher, taxes through the tolls, and they're cutting out things like the, money for the homeless. They're making the poor pay for insurance premiums.
So something's wrong with this
there's
picture.
really something wrong with the big picture of it all. Yeah. So.
Well, listen, keep hanging in and do what you do up there for us. We appreciate
Well, we're trying. I printed out all the letters that were, because it's all online, so nobody really sees the big impact of it. So I've been showing it to everybody. I'm going to the governor's office and going to the committees and
So
just
somebody
saying, these
actually
are all
does
the
look at those
people.
letters.
Yeah, I mean, these are all the people that are really, took the time to send a letter in, and they're really upset, So I think they're getting the picture of it.
Well, that's great.
So
I don't want to keep you from the food
No, that's
here.
okay. That's okay. It's always nice to talk to you.
So I'm hoping you'll be able to get some clam chowder.
I
It's
will.
really
I'm going
good.
to try to get some.
All
Yeah,
right,
it'll be
thanks.
good.
Thanks for coming
Oh,
down and
sure,
supporting
no
us.
problem. It's a great day for it.
To commemorate our town's 375th birthday, the Portsmouth 375th Committee has commissioned the special ornament. This ornament, crafted by Clam, makers of the annual White House Christmas ornament, has been manufactured in a limited quantity of only 250. Each ornament comes gift boxed with a signed certificate of authenticity. Great for the holidays or to display year-round on your desk. Before they're all gone, order your ornament and other keepsakes of our birthday at the memorabilia page at portsmouthri375.com or email us at info@portsmouthri375.com for more information. The British are coming! The British are coming! The great Portsmouth 375th Anniversary Grand Celebration will be around Labor Day weekend, so plan to avoid the traffic and stay home in Portsmouth to join in the fun. Honored guests will be the Lord Mayor of Portsmouth, England, and the mayors of Portsmouth, New Hampshire and Virginia, arriving for a reception at Portsmouth's Glen Manor House on Thursday, August 29th. The public is invited, but tickets will be limited. A wine tasting reception is on the schedule for Friday afternoon at Greenvale Vineyards, where guests can sample the special release of Portsmouth 375th label wine commissioned by the vineyard especially for our celebration year. Saturday brings the 375th Grand Parade in the morning and the U.S. polo team going up against the United Kingdom at the Glen International Polo Grounds in the afternoon. Sunday is the 375th Portsmouth Family Picnic at Portsmouth's Glen Park. For more information, go to portsmouthri375.com.